Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tulane's offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now improvising. Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Gonna look downfield again. They're working that left side. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Right, nice gain on third down there. No, you didn't get the first down now. It's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want to show aggressiveness, or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision. Go for it or not.
He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Chen. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Daniel. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Daniel. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Flips it out to the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking left. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Greenway. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw again. And they're not on the same page there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Handoff from the shotgun. Turning it on! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now on the option. Rides the back on the option to give. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw on third and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the... And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
Oh, man, and for the defense, you're just like, dang it, if that would have just stayed in bound for a second longer, we could have got the ball, maybe made some momentum, something happened, but the offense definitely dodged it.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running it to the right. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Chen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Complete downfield. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Makes the catch. It's Chen. And he's dragged down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. The give to the lone running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The inside handoff. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tulane. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pressure coming.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the 1st down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snares it outside. It's Flanagan. Crosses the 45. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
he'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the punt and look for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He lets one fly deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
this offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Right back to the well. Running to Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.